Hey y'all. As you may have seen in my community tab update, I recently blew my 50k performance account that I was trading here on YouTube. I've blown PAs in the past, but this blowup hurt especially bad because I was actually so disciplined throughout the entire life of the account. I followed my trading plan and risk rules for 36 trading days and steadily grew it from the 50k starting balance to 52,783, which was above the withdrawal threshold. Every single trade was documented on this channel in screenshots posted to my community tab and in trade recap videos. I was literally 2 days away from the withdrawal window on July 1st, when a series of unfortunate events caused me to break my risk rules and take a single tilt trade at the worst possible time that ultimately led to blowing the account. To explain what exactly happened, I need to provide some backstory. Earlier this month, I had a bad trading session where I ended the day down 790. This was a big feels bad man moment, and I realized that I needed to set a hard max loss limit of $500, as this was as much of a daily loss as I could take without it ruining my day. I tried Rhythmic's loss limit in the past, and it just didn't work because it was so easy to bypass. After doing some research, I found that you can set a hard loss limit on a live real money NinjaTrader account, where once you hit this loss limit, your positions would get automatically closed and you get locked out of your account until the next trading day, with no way to get back in. I also found out that you can copy trades from your live NinjaTrader account to Apex accounts using the Apex copier, which I already had. So I actually deposited some money into a live real money NinjaTrader account, set my hard lockout loss limit of $500 on it, and I've been trading the live account with all my trades copied over onto the Apex account that I was showing here on YouTube. My trading actually noticeably improved after making this adjustment, as this hard lockout basically capped my daily loss at $500, which took a lot of pressure off and improved my trader psychology. I never had any issues copying my OCO trades from my live account to my Apex account, and it was great to see my account start to bounce back since implementing this new setup. Now fast forward to today. After starting the trading session off with 2 straight losses, I knew there was a chance that the $500 hard loss limit would get hit for the first time since I set it up. When I entered my third trade to go short, I had set the stop loss above the most recent pivot high, and had to take care of something away from my computer. As you all may know, I actually like to let my trades run while I leave my computer so I don't get tempted to exit early. I had my stop loss set and my max loss limit in place, so I figured nothing could go wrong. Well, while I was away from my computer, my $500 max loss limit got triggered on my live account and my short was automatically closed. However, this also canceled my OCO stop loss and take profit orders, which also canceled the stop loss and take profit orders on my PA via the copier. When I came back to my computer, I saw that I was correctly locked out of my live account, but my Apex PA was still in the short position even though it was way past my stop loss. I saw bullish momentum picking up and immediately closed the position for a huge loss, more than twice my intended loss had I actually gotten stopped out where I'd set my stop order. This huge loss was so frustrating because I actually had my stop loss set, but it got cancelled from my live account hitting the hard loss limit. What made it worse was that this huge loss now put me significantly below the withdrawal threshold that I'd worked so hard to get to. All these factors just put me on tilt, and even though I knew that I should have stopped trading since I took 3 losses and was well over the $500 loss limit from my mistake, I made a split-second decision to break my risk rules and try to get the account back over the withdrawal threshold. Seeing the strong bullish momentum that had handed me such a huge loss on my short made me blindly market order in long. I was completely tilted and had already decided in my mind that I would win this trade no matter what. As you can see from the chart, as soon as I entered long, price immediately started dumping. Anyone in their right mind could see that this price action was very bearish, but I was not in my right mind and stubbornly continued to average down until the account dropped below the liquidation threshold and got blown. There's some sick irony that I ended up panic closing that short minutes before price started dumping. And had I returned to my computer a few minutes later, I could have closed it in profit and would not have taken the tilt trade that blew the account. Then there's some more sick irony that my PA got liquidated right before a bullish reversal, and had I not sized in so aggressively, I could have survived the drawdown and closed the tilt trade in profit. But these are really all moot points that don't serve any purpose except make me feel bad. Ultimately, the account got blown because I broke my risk rules and it took a tilt trade that was completely outside of my trading plan. In a way, I'm glad this happened because had I gotten away with it, I most likely would have tried it again. But instead, here I am facing the full consequences of what can happen when you break your risk rules even once, and I'm more resolved than ever not to break them ever again. Unfortunately, this is the same lesson that I find myself learning over and over again, but each time I do seem to internalize it a little better, and I feel like I'm better able to resist the urge to break them. Today, it took something completely unexpected, like having my stop loss accidentally cancelled, to cause me to go on tilt. And you can bet that I've implemented new measures to prevent this from happening again, that I'll go over later in this video. And yes, I'm absolutely going to continue trading on YouTube. Losing the PA today was very clearly due to tilt trading. My confidence in my technical strategy is actually as high as it's ever been. In tracking all 200 of my trades over the past 2 months, I've proven to myself that my trading plan does have a long-term edge, as I successfully surpassed the withdrawal threshold on this account. Even though I wasn't able to actually make a withdrawal on the account, I've been able to accomplish a lot behind the scenes, including passing multiple evaluations and taking withdrawals on 2 other PAs, using a very specific copying strategy. I'm actually still refining some aspects of this copying strategy, so I'll save the specific details for a future video, but the high-level overview is that I've been copying all of my trades taken on my live account onto PAs, and use a contract multiplier to copy with higher leverage onto evals. I start with copying all my trades onto one PA and one eval account, and the further into drawdown I get, I start adding more PAs and evals to the copier. I remove PAs and evals from the copier as I get out of drawdown. Ultimately, this ensures that every account on the copier has different drawdown thresholds and reduces the risk that a large losing streak will cause me to lose all my accounts at once. A big winning streak could result in passing many evals and hopefully taking withdrawals. Again, I'll make another video describing this copying strategy in greater detail once I finalize it, but I'm going to start sharing all my account balances in my daily updates and videos going forward, so you can see for yourselves how effective this will be. I didn't share my other account balances earlier because the strategy wasn't finalized yet, but I've been inspired by Nutty Bar Trading and how he shows all his accounts even when he's not actively trading them. I understand if this may seem like I've been keeping information from y'all, but I want to be clear that all the trades taken on these other accounts have only been copied over from the YouTube account that y'all have been following. And I'll be showing all these other accounts now, so everything is really going to be out in the open from here on out. With this new copying strategy involving so many different accounts, my goal will now be to prioritize withdrawals as opposed to trying to grow an account as much as possible. If anything, today's blowup has further shown me that the feature is not guaranteed, so I'll be making the following adjustments to my trading plan to better protect against tilt trading and better prioritize withdrawals. 1. I now consider my live NinjaTrader account as my primary account because it has the hard lockout limits in place, which is really the only way to completely prevent tilt trading. I'm viewing my Apex accounts purely as additional leverage where I can copy my trades to hopefully withdraw additional profits over time. 2. I've set up the rhythmic daily loss limits on all my PAs, set at $500 to prevent what happened today from happening ever again. Now, whenever a PA gets to $500 in losses on the day, it will automatically close out of all open positions. 3. Whenever any PA gets to above the withdrawal threshold and has met the 10-day trading requirement, I will stop trading that account until my withdrawal request gets approved. Some of you have commented that I should have stopped trading this last PA once I crossed the threshold, and you were right. I pushed my luck and ended up shooting myself in the foot. Won't be doing that ever again. I also fully expect that withdrawing from an account will greatly increase the chance of it getting blown, and I'm okay with that because I will have already extracted value from it. 4. Everything else will remain the same because it was working. My max daily loss limit is still 3 losses or $500, whichever comes first. My reward to risk will continue to be 1-to-1 for all trades, and I still cannot size in after my initial entry. Well, this video went way longer than I'd expected, but it felt good to get all my thoughts out. I wanted to fully explain what happened today and also discuss my plans going forward. Obviously, I'm bummed about losing a PA today in such tragic fashion, but it really just further strengthened my resolve to never break my risk rules again, and helped identify some important adjustments that needed to be made to my trading plan. I feel really good about these updates, and I'm looking forward to showing all my accounts going forward. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already to follow along this new leg of my trading journey, because things are about to get kicked up a notch.